Tonight, we separate fact from fiction with one of America's greatest heroes, Christopher Columbus, only on The History Brothers.
What's really astounding is that Columbus's voyages were not in fact funded by Queen Isabella of Spain, but it was none other than the bard himself, William Shakespeare.
Astounding, but true nonetheless. Shakespeare was known to fund outlandish endeavors all the time.
You see, Shakespeare had funded the entire project by the money he had earned from the 1996 movie Romeo plus Juliet starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
Here, we have real photographic evidence of this transaction taking place.
Okay, so Shakespeare was not alive during Columbus's voyages, and movies wouldn't have been invented for another 400 years, but it was a good movie. I do love Leo.
While some disagree about that whole Shakespeare thing, we have experts who have found falsities in the classic Columbus story.
Here's the thing about America, okay, as we know it, okay? So here's the thing, North America never actually existed at the time, okay? North America as we know it wasn't invented about 1943, okay? Roosevelt calls up Stalin, Stalin calls up Lex Luthor says, I got just the thing for you, alright? He gets some of those krypton crystals, fills those up with kryptonite, throws those suckers in the ocean, next thing you know, bam, we've got North America, okay? But the problem is that North America is composed mostly of kryptonite, and Superman can't visit here, okay? That's why Superman is never seen by anyone in America, okay? Just think about it.
And think about it, we did. Here we found a real 1942 map, clearly showing that the US wasn't there.
Here's America, clearly mapped. It existed before 1943.
Okay, we got the map from Nathan.
What the government doesn't want you to know about, okay, is that Christopher Columbus never actually existed, okay? It was actually a fat Frenchman named Hans Leibowitz, okay? He was hired by John Goodman to go out to the ocean, okay, that empty area that would someday be North America, and just write a whole book about this fantastical land filled with brown people that people could go to, filled with tea and gold. But guess what? That doesn't exist. These reports they are real, okay? It's not true, people. If you've ever seen Gremlins 2, you know what I'm talking about.
We watched Gremlins 2 before, and we don't understand. But here's a photo of a fat Frenchman in Germany.
Shoot, I wouldn't mind having 5 minutes on that boat with Columbus myself. There's a lot more going on with him than mass genocide and slave trading, if you know what I mean.
While we do have photographic evidence of Columbus in flamboyant garb, we discovered he just went through a really big David Bowie phase.
He could be right on that one. There's no way to check that. I'm talking about sodomy, y'all. The thing about Columbus's voyages is that he went on them not for profit, not for gold or spices or rare panda coats. He did it for love. I actually have here Columbus's diary. It's one of my most prized possessions. I paid quite a fortune for it on eBay, and it's actually got one of the most heartwarming letters ever.
My dearest diary, Kevin Lindbergh totally talked to me today. Best day ever.
That is a girl's diary that he paid $10,000 for on eBay. It's about 5 years old. It has nothing to do with Columbus. When Columbus returned from his voyages, he brought many gifts. He brought beaver pelts, emeralds, fine scarves, 600 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets. But what he did. What he didn't bring back was love.